We've had mixed reactions there from Kenyans, Professor Gitile, but as NCIC, are you worried that at this point where we find ourselves as Kenyans, and what should be the way forward?
You know, we are worried because this is an undoing all the work that we have done in order to bring cohesion. So it's worrying. But we are not also being realistic. You can't keep the country on electioneering mood forever. That is not practical. In fact, what I think the NASA, this is my personal opinion, they need to concentrate on is to make sure the 2022 election doesn't look like this. Because I can tell you there are certain facts you can't avoid. The president will be sworn in. I don't see how anyone can stop
But the president
that.
will be sworn in a country that is
I
completely split.
I agree, but
how
I'm just telling you that.
How do we unite the country?
I agree, but I'm telling you that will happen. This is a personal opinion. I know that will happen. But as soon as he's sworn in, then this is what I expect. I expect him now to reach out as a leader and bring the country together. I expect him to do that. And then I also expect him and his government to address the disagreement which has brought us where we are so that they don't recur. Because, you know, this country is not that strong. This country cannot afford a prolonged crisis. We can sustain it. It will collapse economically. So because of that, I think the responsibility it lies on the leadership to simply fix that by also, like I said, making ourselves, having enough humility to set it down. You know, the Bible says, come, let's reason together. Because in reasoning together, there is understanding. And this is what I think is very important, because even where I come from, they say that to talk is to love one another. Okay? People don't discuss problem with their friends. They discuss with the people they disagree so they can find common ground.
So dialogue for you.
Dialogue.
Thank you very much, Prof, for coming in. Professor Naituli Gitile there, Commissioner with the National Cohesion and Integration Commission, just speaking to us about where do we go next from here as far as unity and healing is concerned, and some of the grievances that have been raised there by the opposition and largely by their supporters, and of course what the other side is saying from the Jubilee Party and those who turned out to vote on the October 26th repeat presidential poll. And still